Here is how to start your assignment for assignment number 2. So you're going to go to your Google Classroom and you're going to click on Classwork. This is our first course we're learning about, so word processing 1. So everything that you need. So I have posted the actual assignment itself, as well as how you're going to be marked. And then what we want to do to start our assignment is click assignment number 2, example ribbon. We're going to go ahead and click that and use this as our template. So we need to download it. So you're going to go up here to more actions, click on that and go open in a new window. Once it does that, it allows us then to download our Word document. So we're going to go ahead and click download. It'll pop up in the bottom left-hand side. Just click that. And once it opens, we are going to select enable editing. So we have to do that first before we can edit anything in this document. Before you get started, make sure you're saving it to the proper place. So we're going to go over to File, we're going to select Save As, and we're going to click this PC. When you're at school, you're saving it to the drive with your name. So I'm just going to go ahead and click in there. And the folder we've labeled for our first course, which is Word Processing 1, we're going to go ahead and click that. And then we're just going to click Save. So then that way we've saved it somewhere safe and not just to our desktop. Next, we're going to go ahead and talk about the assignment. So we're going to be talking about the home ribbon, the insert ribbon, as well as the layout ribbon. And where you find those are the home, insert, layout, etc. As well as when we click on our table, we have another layout option. So I'm not sure if you saw that, but we also have layout in here. For every ribbon, we have to do 15 different icons. So you can use that because in this layout option, there's only so many, but that's when this is selected. If I just clicked anywhere on my page, it doesn't pop up. But as soon as I click inside my table, there's another layout option. So I just wanted to make that clear. Next, we're going to talk about what you can do with your design of your tables. So if I left click here and select it, the design option pops up. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on design. And there's a whole bunch of different options for you guys to pick from. So you can pick something that's already pre-existing if you'd like. You can play around if you want to do your own custom shading, right? More colors. You can play around with the different borders, anything, but you do want to make your charts look unique, but still professional. So for today, I will just leave it at green. Next, we are going to talk about how we insert the picture and the icon for the icon we're talking about. So I'm going to go to the home ribbon. Let's do the first one. This has already been given to you. However, I will just delete it so we can do it together. When I put my cursor over top of every different icon, what pops up is some information. So it tells me the name of that as well as in brackets a shortcut, so how I can achieve that effect using just my keyboard, and then a brief description is what it is. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do underline. Next, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you how to insert the icon that you want. But before we do that, we have to search up the program. So you're going to go down to your folder here, and you're going to make sure you click this PC. Once you've done that, in the search bar, you're going to type Paint. And we're going to be looking up a certain program. And there it is right down there. So we're just going to hit stop so that it can stop processing. We're going to right click on the icon, and what pops up is it gives us the option to pin it somewhere. So I've already gone ahead and done that. So I've pinned it to my start as well as I've pinned it to my taskbar. If you do your taskbar, it'll be down here. And if you pin it to start, if you go into these tiles right here, these are all the different programs you can pin, and I've pinned it also to my start. So you can pick where you would like to pin that. I would suggest just pinning it to your taskbar. That way it's down here and easy to access. So pin that, and then we're going to go back to our Word document. So on your keyboard, there is a button on the top of the screen called Print Screen. It is to the right of F12. You go ahead and you press that Print Screen button, and what that does is it takes a screenshot of our desktop. Next, I'm going to go back to Paint, and I've already done this one, but I inserted it, but I'll just show you. We will go Paste, and we are just going to paste our screenshot into our Paint program. So we want to take out the underlying text icon, and we're going to select Cropped. Top left hand side, I would just click left and drag over the icon you want. Make it as neat as possible. Once that's selected, I'm just going to right click and go copy. I can minimize my Paint document, go back to my Word document, right click, and go paste. Then that's been pasted in for me, and I would go ahead and do my next icon. If you don't know what a tool does, you can on your keyboard select F1, and what that's going to do is it's going to allow you to search different things. So let's say if I want to search align left, here it tells me what it does. It might also tell me if there's a shortcut, right? So the shortcut's down here, Control + L, and you can insert that information. If you can't find it here, then you simply just want to go to Google and you want to search it up, and you can do it that way as well. For every chart, we are doing 15 different icons. So we right now, to start in our template, only have 8. So you guys are going to have to insert more rows. So how you want to do that is I'm just going to left click on the last row in my chart, and I'm going to go to insert, and I'm going to go rows below, and then I can keep creating more rows, however many I need, which is 15. You can also do the same thing with any chart, right? Maybe you want to create another column to the right. You could do that. If you don't like that, you can simply, let's say you want to get rid of this, you could go undo, obviously, or anytime there's something you don't want, you can highlight it, right click, and you're just going to go delete cells. So it'll ask you, do you want to delete these entire rows? And I could say yes, delete entire rows. So that's how you fix some of those things if you find you're making a mistake.